Hello, I'm here with my lovely client, Melissa, who lives in Brazil.
Hello.
And Melissa is going to share a little bit about her experience working with me on a one-to-one basis. We're recording this January 2024. Myself and Melissa started working together around September 2022. We did a 6-month program together, so we finished working together about 11 months ago. So, Melissa, what hesitations, if any, did you have before working with me on a one-to-one capacity?
Actually, there was zero. A friend of mine had reposted one of your Instagram posts, and it said, "Your pain matters," and it just struck a chord inside of me. I hopped on to your Instagram profile, and I didn't even know what it was, but I knew that I needed it, and I sent you a message right away. And I was like, "This is the missing link," you know. Um, of all the, the therapies, all the searching and everything, it was like, this is the piece. This is it. And I just felt it like down the core. I was like, I got to go find this woman and I need her. And so that's how I got to you.
Oh, I didn't know that. Nice bit of synchronicity there.
Mhm.
Lovely. And what kind of things were challenging you? What were you struggling with that you needed help with?
Well, I had gone low, no contact with my family, and I had done it quietly. And as we all know, it's the whole thing. Everyone always asks about your family and have you talked to your family? Have you seen your family? And I was dealing with a lot of the guilt and the shame with that. It was like, I was embarrassed to say, oh, I just don't like talking to them, or, God forbid, I would say these people are, horrific bullies in my life. Like, they're not nice people. And so I felt so alone. Like, not even my husband understood the severity of that insane relationship. It's not even a relationship; it's an abuse cycle.
Mm-hmm. And what type of other help had you sought out for all that residue of a childhood and adulthood of family bullying?
Oh, oh wow. Talk therapy, EMDR, shamanism, pretty much, I mean, all the different forms of meditation, everything from mind, body, spirit, therapies, and just rebirthing, everything you could. I mean, it was strange to me that I just never felt good after that. It's like, okay,
Right.
I had tools, but it was like an incomplete tool set. Like I knew that this was not, that there was something else out there, because nothing ever addressed the abuse that the parents had. It was kind of always at the end, well, they're your parents. Oh, family's important. And so you would be right back to ground zero again. So
Mm-hmm.
I'd invest time and energy and emotion just to hear that at the end of a treatment or of a program. And it was just soul crushing, because it was you're like, what is wrong with me? What is wrong with me that even these professionals can't sort it out? And is this normal? I mean, I never felt that it was normal to be ridiculed and just horrifically abused by adults,
Yeah.
that are my parents.
Yeah.
And so that's what just, I always believed, and I had faith that I would get to the right answer and I would never give up. Like, I mean, here I am. I'm going to be 53 in April. And at 50 something years old, I found you. And so I'm just really happy and grateful. That's all.
Mm. And what changes did you experience from working with me in a one-to-one capacity?
Well, first off, I felt proud of myself. I'm proud to be a scapegoat child. I'm proud to talk about it, bring it to people's attention. I just don't care anymore what people think about me. And that was something that there was just always eyes on the wall, if someone's gonna be talking about you, look at you, you're a shame to the family, you're an embarrassment. So there was always this um like this audience, this boogeyman audience that I was always so worried about. And I just don't give a fuck anymore. Like, the reality is there is no audience. Like, we're our own audience. We need to feel good.
Mm,
And um, the freedom I have this emotional freedom now that I can just express myself. I do the things I actually like to do for myself. It's learning how to be a child again. I never really had a childhood.
mm,
And uh, it's it's wonderful. I feel that I don't know, I just feel like years of my life came back. Like I'm just slowly putting the pieces together and learning how to play. Like I spend a lot of time playing in the ocean and not feeling guilty about it and just
mhm,
really, I guess in the simplest terms, Mary, I just am enjoying my life for the first time. I just physically, my fibromyalgia has just really calmed down. I exercise regularly, like just everything, learning how to take care of myself without feeling guilty. I think that was probably the biggest part is the guilt and the shame
mm.
that just with time, it almost was kind of ridiculous, like just laughing about like, really, like how is this person gonna harm me? Like they live in another part of the world. Like
Mm.
and just slowly working through that. And here I am today, I'm just happy. Like I don't want to cry right now, but it's just nice to know that there's other people that I wasn't this only human being in this planet dealing with this. And I don't know if it's good that there's other people because God forbid anyone have to go through what we went through as children. But it's just nice to be part of a movement. I feel that this is a movement to help other people not have to pass through what we passed. And it's just, yeah.
Awesome. Thanks for sharing all that, Melissa. What did you like best about our sessions?
I felt how can I say it? It wasn't like therapy. Like I didn't feel like there was something wrong with me and that needed to be fixed. It was almost like I found my scapegoat sisterhood, you know? And it was just I looked forward to the sessions, Mary. Like it was just something where in other programs, treatments, whatever we want to call it, was always kind of like dragging my feet to the session. And this was just like, woohoo, I had my session with Mary. And it was just always so like uplifting, even though they were the deepest, darkest scars of my life. It was, I mean, man, I don't know if you remember, like I'd be laughing, I'd be cracking up. And
We
it's
did
like,
laugh. We did laugh a lot.
what is this? And to be able to laugh about this stuff is just really healing. Laughter heals.
Mm,
That's the best medicine.
yes.
And it was just so authentic, I guess. Like there was just it was like, oh, I could say whatever I want. I can express whatever emotion. I could say whatever story that has happened, my story. And I wasn't being judged, ridiculed, so it wasn't questioning what happened. It was like, you went through this. It was like, of course this happened to you. And just to be seen and heard for the first time made it really a positive experience for me.
Mm, brilliant, Melissa. Would you recommend the program to other people?
Oh, I've recommended it to many people. um, and also because when you are feeling good, people around you can feel that energy shift, you know. And people ask me, like, well, what did you do? Because even my physical, how to say it in English, my physical appearance has changed. Uh, and so it brings the questions up like, well, you know, what your whole body's changed, your face has changed. And I always bring it back. I'm like, I finally found the right therapy for me and I'm free now. So of course, I'm not holding on to things that weren't even mine to carry. And the weight of the emotional weight, the burdens, right? So there's actual physical transformation that occurs. It's not just a mental um, transformation, it's the whole cellular level transformation. That was a big shock and surprise. I mean, I had no idea that that would happen, but it just does. It's just when you're walking around feeling safe, uh, it allows other things to transform and take place.
Exactly. Brilliant. Thank you for sharing all of that.
Mhm.
And final question, anything else you wanted to add in?
I guess what's nice is that, doing this 6-month one-on-one program, for me, I mean, it had to be that. Like, there was just no question about it. But it's nice because it doesn't stop there. It doesn't stop there. I feel that I have a large community now. It's kind of interesting to see that people in completely different countries, different languages, cultures, and it was the same phrases, the same words, and so that was kind of like, wow, this is so nutty. But to have the post program stuff, to have the Q&As, to always have a community, to anytime a little thing pops in, you just go onto your page, see other community members. And that's really special, Mary. We're just not alone and we're heard and we're seen.
Brilliant. Well, thank you so much, Melissa, for sharing
Thank you,
that.
Mary.
You're very welcome.